Miscellaneous minds, never explaining the minds. Devilish grin for my alias, aliens who respond. Peddling sin, thinking maybe when you get old you realize I'm not gonna fold or demise. I don't smoke crack, motherfucker, I sell it.
What is going on, everybody? This is the Miscellaneous Minds Podcast. I'm your co-host, Pumar Gato, the cat that hands you your evidence back. Head to my left over here is the main man, assistant now, the man to make the fat stacks. Taking every from the dynamic duo that won't die. Deadly ideas, brother, and spice your content that yours only fans. What is going on, everybody? Before we get into tonight's topic, please make sure to like, comment, hate, subscribe, DM us about the bullshit. And with that, let's get right into it. So, something that popped up about 2 weeks ago, maybe a little bit less. P. Diddy, one of his exes, was making some claims about some things he made her do when they were in a relationship together. Literally a day later, maybe a day and a half, they had settled out of court, which led a lot of people to believe, myself included, that maybe there was something to those claims. Now, it got settled, so we would have, never known any of the details, whatever. Now, two more women have come out making very similar claims on P. Diddy of certain type of abuse, SA. Now, here's the thing. In this podcast, we have addressed many different individuals being accused of such things. And in every single time, we state one thing: investigate. I'm not saying it's not true. I'm not saying it is true. I'm saying investigate. Now, I will say this. Obviously, the more and more people come out making the exact same claim, it does start to look sus. However,
I think there's a third.
Might be a third now. However, investigate. That's the number one thing. Listen, P. Diddy is clearly a man of great wealth. He is a man of great financial means. So when people see that the first person makes a claim, it settles a day later, they say, hey, if it's that easy to get some paper out of this man, maybe I should file. Now they do. However, that is not to say that that the claims that these people are making aren't true. In fact, I've had this conversation with a few family members of mine. Listen, rich people, and what I mean rich, I'm not talking about a few $100,000. I'm not talking about, maybe even a small million, 2 million. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the people with multi-million dollars, a lot of money. They get into some pretty sick stuff, man. A lot of the stuff that these people get accused of, I would not be surprised in the least bit. Listen, to say that people that have all the money in the world would be getting into some kinky things, some out-of-pocket things, is not a surprise. And let me explain to you why. Remember the first time any of you guys did any drug? Pick a drug, doesn't matter. Alcohol, weed, pills, whatever. Pick a drug, doesn't matter which one. I'm sure that first time you did it, and you felt, super high. You got the exact high you wanted. It was phenomenal. It was great, blah, 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 right? Maybe you did it a couple more times, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, whatever. And then eventually you're like, man, that dosage that I had before just doesn't do it for me no more. I need to up my dosage. Same concept applies to the rich. Imagine if you could buy anything in the world. Imagine if you could travel at any second you wanted to any part of the world. Imagine if you could experience anything, so on and so forth. At a certain point, you start to do bigger and more intense things because that high that you originally had, you're chasing it. The first time you make your first, $20,000, chase a little bit more. That's the problem with these people that are rich. And that's why, bringing it back to the original topic, I wouldn't be surprised if some of the claims that these people are making are true. Now, I can't talk about the specific claims that they're making because, unfortunately, YouTube has guidelines that we have to follow. But go out there, investigate them. Listen, let's be honest. Let's be honest here. Let's just keep it 100. I'm not saying all rich people, but let's be honest. Do these rich people get into some weird, kinky situations? Yeah, man, yeah. I think you'd be small-minded to think they don't. So I think it's weird that a lot of people just instantly say, nope, he didn't do it. At the same time, I think it's just as weird with the people that say, yep, he did it. That being said, man, look, listen. Before I pass it over to my buddy here, I'm going to leave you with one thing. 50 Cent told a story about P. Diddy. And this is my reason why I'm personally leaning towards, he might have done it. 50 Cent told a story one time of P. Diddy trying to get him to go out with him. Not, in that type of way, just hang out with him. And you say, hey, look, man, we can go here, we can go over there, we can go shopping. I'll even pay. That was the word. I'll even pay. And 50 Cent at that point, when he stood up off the table, he said, what you mean you want to take me shopping and you'll even pay? What does that sound like to you? It sounds sus. If a man says, hey, Jesus, we should go out shopping, man. I'll pay for you. Like, excuse me? So, again, bringing it back, do I think P. Diddy did some such shit? It's likely. It's likely. But again, number one above all else, investigate. What do you think about that, my man?
Given the exact, again, we can't exactly discuss what exactly is, what the allegations actually are about P. Diddy. The stuff that I did see did seem a little out there. Not the usual, obviously not the usual allegations that I'm used to hearing, especially with these like big celebrities that are going on or whatever. The part that gets me, especially when you see a pattern, because again, it does seem to be a pattern, not necessarily with P. Diddy, but just again with rich people in general, especially that the ones that you describe, whatever. Not even just rich people, just people in power. If you think about it, politicians don't really get a whole lot of a compensation from their regular day job. Maybe it gets from kickbacks from other big corporations. However, when you start to see the caliber of people that have this much power, and you start to think, okay, they're living like this lavish lifestyle. You know, they have all like they caught these cars and everything like that. And yeah, they don't really have anything else. Whether it's anything like, again, if you were in that position of you could afford legit anything you want, go anywhere you want, do whatever you want, have every single luxury and amenity possible. At some point, you do start to go towards the taboo of, okay, maybe something that I can have, maybe I can have that. If you can have anything you could possibly want, and somebody tells you, okay, you're not allowed to have that thing, it wouldn't surprise me if in their mindset, it was like, yeah, but I kind of want that now. Okay. I'll go a simpler analogy. Anybody that has seen any sort of lady killer or anybody that's can easily get, a partner just like that. And as soon as that they have somebody that they're interested in, tells them no, now all of a sudden they want to go towards that even more. I've had that with me where it was, I'll say a lady friend, was interested in me, but saw that I had a girl. She didn't care about that whatsoever. She thought, oh, I can absolutely sleep with anybody just like that, drop of a hat. I want Puma. To which I told her, no, I'm in a relationship. And she was like, are you sure though? Are you sure you don't want to get with me? I was like, nah, I got a girl. I'm not like that. I'm cool. At that point, she was like, well, what's wrong with me? And I was like, nothing's wrong with you. It's just, I'm in a relationship. I don't want it. I'm not about that life. But all of a sudden, she got super offended. Like, how could he say no? I thought this is what everybody wanted. So all of a sudden, in her mind, the fact that she could have everybody under the sea, and she saw me and saw that I said no, in her mind was like, well, I don't understand what's wrong with that. So in that sense, again, don't know for sure if he did it. This is, again, just speculation on my end. The fact that he could have every single thing under the sea that he want, drop of a hat, like that. Part of the taboo probably might have alerted him. Again, I don't know for sure, but I can only suspect that was what probably happened, especially if there's at least 2 or 3 people that are alleging that. And so far, again, given the behavior that he's been indulging in as far as court proceedings and all that, it's starting to look increasingly like that might be true. Again, we don't know, but based on his behaviors, it's starting to look like that.
Listen, I'll be honest with you, and let's keep it 100 here. We don't know if these things are true, but at a certain point, you start to look at the situation like, does it seem likely? It does. Again, no matter what, the number one thing we talk about on here when it comes to these type of allegations is investigate. And before everyone starts persecuting the man, investigate. And then we can find out. Now, this is a little bit different, obviously, because these are civil matters. So it's going to be a little bit different than, as far as I understand, as of yet, police haven't been involved. So for right now, it's just going to be more of a civil, maybe a little bit of a public feud type of thing going on. But I'm sure some things will come out. Everything always leaks, especially about these celebrities. So I'm sure, we'll get some more headers as we move into the future. And we'll make sure to keep you guys updated. So please tune back in. Again, we'll keep as much as we can in the loop with the situation. I'll be honest with you, it's not looking great for P. Diddy, but hey, he's been accused of a lot of other things in his life that would have led down a great path, and seems to have not, evaded those things. So we'll just keep you tuned. With that, anything else you want to add to that, my man?
That's it for me.
With that, make sure to like, comment, hate, subscribe, DM us about the bullshit, and
Until next time, get rest and stay blessed. We'll see you on the next one.